Hey, this is the Entertainment Advice Channel. What I want to talk about today is the topic of can the internet save the movie industry? And the simple answer to that question is yes. I definitely believe that the internet can save the movie industry. And the reason why I say that, there's two main reasons why, but the main point of this video, or I should say the main reason why the internet can save the movie industry is that it relies on something known as niche audiences, okay? Or I should say in other words, it gives you the ability to find a niche audience, okay? Because the reason why I say that is because on the internet, since the internet's so big and vast and it's already been proven that billions of people go on it every day, pretty much every single type of person you can imagine and beyond, you can find on it, for everything from beliefs to ideologies and even just straight up opinions, let alone taste in things. You can find somebody who has the same similar taste to you. And if you're someone who likes something of good quality, like a good quality movie, that actually has a good quality script, actually has an interesting concept, it's original, it's not just a repeat of superhero movies that you've seen numerous times or just some franchise that's been around for decades that you're kind of getting sick and tired of, shit like that, okay? The truth of the matter is you will quickly realize, you know what? I can, you know, find someone who likes things the way I like it, okay? Whether you're producing a film, for that matter, producing a film for that matter, okay? You can find someone who obviously has similar interests to you, of course they like something that's good quality, okay? Instead of the movies that you see where they constantly have to unnecessarily push agendas like having random black people in like feudal China or Japan. Like, what the hell does that have to do with anything? Like, why does that even have to be anything that has to be mandatorily included in movies? For that matter, like stuff like that, or just stupidness that you see all the time, and just, of course, dumb ideas that are just repeated over and over and over again in movies and stuff, and even just cliches, poor script writing, whatever you can imagine, yada yada, yada, the whole nine yards. When you obviously go online and you're, at least if you're producing movies, okay, you can find people who make movies in a way that you like, okay, to be quite honest with you. Okay, so you can have something that is produced in a way that you and people and even people outside of the group of people like throughout the whole world for that matter, can obviously enjoy the stuff that you're making. Okay, so that's the truth of the matter here, if anything, okay? You can have it produced. Whether you're someone who's actually producing the stuff, like in other words, making the movies, or you're just someone who's a casual watcher, the internet, obviously through niche audiences, offers the ability for something to be made for a specific audience of people. Specifically, if you're someone who likes good quality movies, okay? So that's what I wanted to say, okay? And not just that, of course. The other thing, which is the main reason why niche audiences are important, is the reason why niche audiences are important, um, you know, which of course the internet definitely offers that to people, niche audiences, because there's so many people using it, and you can find your own unique people who have your own unique taste and yada 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 for things instead of just having something that's just meant to be produced for everybody like film movies are made. The truth of the matter is when it comes to niche audiences, on the internet, which you definitely can find, the biggest reason why niche audiences are so important if you want movies to become good again, okay, if anything, you know, is that the internet obviously offers the ability through niche audiences to find someone who likes things that you like, okay? Like I was saying before, okay? And to further elaborate on what I mean by that, the truth of the matter is, through because the internet is so big and so vast and has so many people that use it, okay, you can have something produced in a way you like it to be produced, okay, instead of it being produced in a way where it's not um, made in a way you like. Like, let's give an easy example, okay? Let's just say, when you're watching a movie or something just for entertainment, okay? You want to obviously, maybe watch a movie about a particular topic, and not even just a particular topic, just well written, like a script that actually makes sense. It's not full of ceaseless plot holes. It has a good balance between story and action, shit like that. You can obviously, you know, online find people who might have similar beliefs to you because you go on like maybe an online chat forum and you just share it around. So that's obviously something that the internet offers, and that's the reason why I believe the internet can save the movie industry. Because unlike the main movie industry, where obviously if you're just a random person or something, and you say, okay, I want to give you the script, I put out a lot of effort and yada yada yada. Now, unless you're really well connected or something, or you just did something really, really, really unique to make yourself stand out, which I don't even think, like that would even work nowadays. But even if it somehow did, that's the only way that you can get those people's attention. A lot of times those people, I have heard this, if you cannot get their attention quickly, in like a split few seconds, they'll just toss the script in a garbage. That's how these film industry people work, which, you know, is so stupid, and unnecessary, okay? Because they say they get a lot of garbage scripts, which I think is still unnecessary. Because couldn't they pay people to, pay a group of people to read a bunch of scripts? And even just that, aside from that, just doing that, like if it doesn't catch your attention in a few seconds, just throwing it out is unnecessary. There's obviously better ways to do it, like giving a bid or limit to how much you can write, but and all that type of stuff. But anyway, they're rude. A lot of them are rude, okay? And a lot of these people just simply want things to be produced a certain particular way with a certain agenda, like random LGBTQ plus characters and all this type of crap that a lot of us are not interested in, who watch movies. We just want to watch movies for entertainment, not be bombarded with stupid um, things that don't even really relate to us for that matter, okay? But these people who, of course, run this industry don't think that way, okay? So, in short, to sum up what I'm saying, okay, it's very, very, very hard for them to get your attention. But on the internet, you can just put up everything you want anyway. All that matters, of course, is the skill of what you're doing to get people's attention will determine how successful you become. Besides, in the end of the day, the internet is perfect. It's everyone hates the internet and say it's stupid, but that's more down to technicalities. In other words, business people who just add stupid things to it. Because at the end of the day, the internet is just a fundamental tool. You can put every and anything on it. To simply say, the internet ruins stuff is so stupid, because you can just make your own stuff yourself. Or if you don't make it yourself, in terms of movies, you can find people who make things the way you like it and support them. And of course, as a result, become a part of that niche audience that, of course, supports that filmmaker, for that matter, okay? So that's the truth of the matter, because anyone can post stuff on there. So you can obviously, if you're someone who has good intentions and you actually have a love for the crap of filmmaking and, and stuff, or you just want to watch a good film, you can figure out ways to do that online, because the internet's free zone. Anyone can put anything they want on there. So you can make things the way you want it to be made. So that's the truth of the matter I'm trying to get across here. So in short, yes, the internet definitely can save the movie industry. Okay. As not only um, does it offer, of course, the ability for, of course, you know, people to be able to make things in a way that people would like. It also offers the ability um, for people to find, um, a direct audience that they can show it to without having to rely on a lot of bureaucracy in the film industry. And lastly, just my very last point as well, it also, because it's so big, it can offer a much greater variety than films can ever offer in a mainstream movie industry, because there's so much stuff you can put online. There's literally like millions of videos uploaded to YouTube every day. So now equate that to how that proves that you can put a lot more ideas, and when I mean ideas, I mean a variety of ideas, than you would have to rely on the movie industry for. So in short, the truth is, yes, the internet definitely can save the movie industry. Okay, it definitely can save it. Okay, so this is my video. This is all I have to say. Um, I just want to leave this off with, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like this video and videos like this, remember to thumbs this video up and hit the subscribe button. And this is all I have to say, and simply put it on out. So bye.